Are you looking to buy a home, but you don't know how much money you actually need to accomplish this? Hi, this is Pastor Don from Weicker Realtors, the Southern Charm team, and I'll be talking to you a bit today about the cost of buying a home and what you actually need to perform that. Okay, so we've typically, when we go look at homes, we'll do is take you a bunch of homes, and you'll find the perfect one. And when you find that perfect one, what is the next step? Well, the next step is to make sure that you have some what is called earnest money. This is basically the deposit that you put down for the home, so that it's telling the sellers that you're serious about buying their home. Typically, it's about 1% of whatever the sales price is of the home, but it could be less depending on what you and your real estate agent negotiate during the deal. Okay, so then the second cost associated with buying a home. Now, you find the perfect home, it looks great, right? But the walls can't talk. So you don't know what's inside the walls, the plumbing, the dishwasher, all the roof, all the stories that they can tell unless you get a home inspector. Now, home inspectors are typically about $300 to $500 depending on the size of the home, but is very well worth the thing. And when you work with us, we have a few home inspectors can help you out. Okay, so normally no problem, we'll get you the right home inspector, make sure that the perfect home is actually perfect. And if not, we can get the sellers to make it as close to perfect as possible for you. All right. The third thing is the appraisal. Now, a lot of times it gets left out, the appraisal part, people don't really understand. So the house, when you negotiate the price to sell the home, you say, for instance, the home is on the market for $200,000, you offer $200,000. The appraiser, the person that's basically telling the bank what the home is worth, they get paid by the buyer. So the buyer will pay the appraisal to tell them, hey, whether or not the home appraises for $200,000 or not. Now, if it doesn't, then as a buyer, it gives you a lot of negotiation room to bring it back down if possible. So that is typically about $500. So that's another $500 you can tack onto that. All right. And then the closing costs. Now, this is a lot of convoluted talk about closing costs because, typically as a buyer's agent, when I'm helping out my buyers, I try to negotiate the sellers to pay either some of the closing costs or all the closing costs. Just during our negotiations, we would figure that out. But typically that's covering your taxes, your insurance, your attorney's fees, lender fees, and the typical cost of closing costs is about 4% of the sales price, depending on how high priced the home is. I would say normally when I'm guesstimating for my buyers, it's either anything below $200,000, we would say 4%. Anything above that would be like $250,000 and above, we would normally say it's about 3.5%. So now that you know what costs are associated with buying a home, don't be scared. Go get one. It's amazing to own a home. You don't want to be giving landlords your money and it just going nowhere, just paying for their mortgage, right? You want to get your own home. And I wouldn't say it's easy, but I mean, the process, we try to make it as easy as possible. So if you like the content in this video, please like and subscribe down below, okay, to my YouTube channel. If you're looking at it on Facebook, hit the like button and comment if you'd like. And we'll be giving you content like this every week. So come on back and I'll talk to you then. Take it easy.